there, and a set there, and a set here, and then on this set, on these 350s, I've asked them to go here, here, here. So we're trying to deliberately get them to. They'll get it wrong, but it doesn't matter. Right? I mean, you know, we'll see what happens.
And for me to get the rates on the tempo, I'm just dividing into the minute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got them all to get tempo trainers and never fucking used them because it was like too much. I was looking at seconds per stroke and all this.
Right, well you've got both on that chart, on there.
Seconds per stroke on there as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So on here, you've got this on the big one.
Yeah.
You've got strokes per minute.
Yeah.
And then you've got 1 cycle.
Yeah.
Or 3 cycles, depending on how the watch is set up.
Right.
So that's like here, 44 to 46. You got 44 to 46.
Yeah.
1.36 to 1.3.
Oh, okay. So that's for seconds per stroke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been hunting for stuff that Patrick Marty wrote down on the program at Commonwealth Trials on some of the stuff we'd put together.
Right.
Because he was looking at length of stroke as well.
Yeah.
Using that seconds per stroke. He had little equations he was working with.
Yeah.
So I might get you to.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
I'll try and hunt it down. Should I be looking for 3 meters per stroke from the fly and breaststrokers and 2 meters for the free and back? That's a minimum.
No. Work on 1.5 times their height.
1.5 times their height.
Yeah. Whatever stroke it is. It's just a rule of thumb. If they're better than that, then technically they're probably doing a pretty good job. If they're less than that, technically they need to be looked at a little bit.
Give me an example.
For you, what height are you?
5'10".
5'10", so that's about 180, isn't it? 180, 90, 270, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. Have you got that thing set correctly? Have you got the thing set correctly?
I got it back to normal.
Yeah? Are you listening to it?
Could be like 26
I don't get to like break out on the beat, I slow right down until I caught up a little bit.
Ah, don't do that.
quite a lot.
Need to go fast.
Maybe you need to slow your.
Cam, is that 5? Yeah. Okay. They've done 5. Next time they stop, if they should have done 5. But if they've only done 4, stop them. Just don't let them start again. Yeah. Is that 5? Yeah. Yeah. They're not bad actually, they're pretty good, yeah.
was 30.6, and you had to be between 29 and 30, so good job. Just make sure you're keeping that wide arm recovery on your freestyle, okay?
Stop them here. Don't let them turn around.
You were just stroking along. You're 28.
Okay, climb out. How many of you checked your heart rate? All right, on the next set, check your heart rate as often as you can, preferably every repetition. Yeah, preferably every repetition. And just shout it out to whoever's at the end of your lane. We're not going to record it, but I do want the coaches to start to see that there's some relationship between the arm speed, your stroke speed, your rating, and the tempo and your heart rate. Most of you were pretty good then on that. You were there or thereabouts. Some of you started off about right, but then slowed down a little bit. And as your muscles get warmed up and start to become more efficient, there's a tendency for you just to back off a little bit. And the whole point of today is how accurate you can be and how consistent. So on a set like that, could you go 29 or 30? And could you stay at 29 or 30? And it's the staying there that's more difficult than hitting it in the first place. So that consistency is really important. If you've got the tempo trainer going, I mean, it was a good point, right? Cameron was saying he pushed off, and if he wasn't spot on it, he slowed down until he hit the beep, and then don't do that. Just remember whether you're here, or here, or here, on the beep, and that's where you got to be. So you don't change the whole swim just because something, there's some electronic gizmo stuck in your head. Yeah, so the control of that, hitting it accurately to begin with, and then controlling the stroke rate is really important. Remember I said there are different things happening in your muscles at the different ratings. If your rating is going up and down all over the place, then your muscles are... those different things are happening all the time. So your training becomes less specific. So for instance, on that set there, 29 to 30, it's a reasonably low level aerobic set. You find that, you've probably never swum as slowly, some of you. Yeah? But if you went up higher, then your muscles would be doing something different. And to be specific with the training, we want the same thing to happen as we've got planned for the set. So the accuracy and the control is the most important thing. On the next set, we're going to go up to 31 to 35. Now, that's a really, really critical band of stroke rates. Really critical. There are very complex things happen inside your muscles in that range of numbers. So the accuracy here is even more important than it was on that first set. And what I'd like you to do on this set is to start off at 31, and as you go through the set, it's 30 75s. As you go through the set, go up from 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 32, 32, 32, 32, 33, 33, 33, 33, up to 35. Yeah? And if you're going from 31 to 35, how many of each of those are you going to do? You can do this. Well done. Thank God for that. Right, 6 of each. 6 of them at 31, 6 of them at 32. See how accurate you can be, how in control you can be, and how consistent you can be within that 6. And if you're on the deck as a coach, give them feedback every single repetition. It's 30 75s on your main stroke, pull and swim. So you go alternate, 75 pull, 75 swim. Now, That means you can't use a pull buoy because you'll be at a different end each time. Will you?
Yeah.
Doing alternate ones? Yeah, you will. So you can't use a pull buoy. You just got to cross your legs. Don't kick. Just have the self-control not to kick. And because you're not using a pull buoy, you've got to keep yourself in a good body position using your stomach and back muscles, not some flotation device that we've been kind enough to lend to you for the set.